Hey guys, how are you? I am going to be doing Unit 2, Part 1 review for my Algebra 3 class. And if you would, you might want to get out a calculator to help you, and this is to also refresh your memory. So let's take a look at number 1. Let me make sure I can make that clear. Okay. And here's my calculator. All right, so this is another way you can write this equation. Is y equals 1/3 x squared. Notice there's no x, so you can put 0 in the x place, minus 6. Okay, so there you have number 1. Now let's try that focus again. All right, that's a little bit better. So let's go see what we're trying to find. Number 1, we're looking for the vertex. Number 2, we're looking for axis of symmetry, so it'll be x equals something. And that formula, if you have forgotten, is negative b over 2a. Okay? And I like to put parentheses around them to keep you from messing up. All right. Part C, it says you're looking for the y-intercept. Part D, you're looking for the minimum or the maximum value. And part E, you want to know how many roots you have. All right, so let's go see what we can find, okay? So, first of all, let's look for the axis of symmetry. So the formula is negative b over 2 times a, just like that. So I'm going to type this into my calculator. So let me show you how to type it in. Let me clear that. So you go negative 0 divide. Go ahead and put parentheses around the bottom. And just like this. And then you go 2 instead of parentheses, hit multiply. 1 divided by 3 in parentheses. That comes out to be 0. That's going to be very important for you, okay? So your axis of symmetry is 0. Go to your calculator and go to y equal and type in your equation. 1/3 x squared. You can write plus 0x, you can just write minus 6. Up to you, and hit second table. Go look where you see x is 0. When x is 0, y is negative 6. So your vertex is 0, negative 6, which is also your minimum or your maximum. Okay? Take a look. Your A is positive, so it's probably going to open up. To double check, you can go ahead and hit graph. See how it's opening up? Since it's opening up, you have a minimum, just like that. Okay? And you can see that it's crossing the x-intercept twice, so you have 2 roots. So the only thing you now need to find is your y-intercept. Y-intercept is always the number right there by itself. So your y-intercept is 0, negative 6. So you have your A, your B, your C, your D, and your E. All right, let's go ahead and graph this baby. So easiest way to graph is use your table from the calculator, starting with your vertex. So 0, negative 6. So you're going to go up to, down to. I try to stick with a whole number or numbers that's like, you know. So you can go negative 1, negative 5.6, or you can go negative 2, negative 4.7, and then negative 3 and 3. So 2 up, 2 down. Then I can have 2, 4.7, and 3, and negative 3. Just like that from your table. Now I could have also used negative 2, and you could have also used 1, up to you. Okay? Here we go. 0, negative 6, negative 2, negative 4.7, so almost to 5, negative 3, negative 3, 2, 12.7, go down a little further, my apologies, 3, and negative 3. And so there you have your parabola. A is positive, opening up, crossing the x-axis twice. And there's number 1. Okay? All right, let's go to number 2. Here we go. A is your vertex, and I like to keep it in the same order I had it earlier. B is your axis of symmetry. C is your y-intercept. D is your minimum and maximum. And your E is your number of roots. Okay? All right. Let's go ahead and start this very first one. Here we go. Axis of symmetry. By the way, your y-intercept's right there, so you can go ahead and put 0, 12. Finished. Okay? So x equals negative 6 over 2 times 1/2. Just like that. Go to your calculator get out of it, second quit. Negative 6 divided by 2 times 1 divided by 2. Yep, and that comes out to be negative 6 also. Pretty cool. So your vertex is 0, negative 6, okay? And if you take a look, go ahead and type that into your calculator to show you a lot of things, but you could tell that's A is positive. It's going to have a minimum, but if you want to double check, type it just like you see it. 1/2 x squared plus 6x plus 12 and hit graph. There you go. Ooh, something is not right here. I think I typed something in wrong. Yeah, but your roots is 2. Let me double check. Oh. Wait a minute. I did something wrong. Okay. Oop. There we go. X is negative 6 divided by 2 times 1/2, right? Which is negative 6. Oops. I don't know why I wrote it up here. My fault. There we go. Negative 6 graph. Okay, there we go. Second table, let's go to negative 6. So your vertex is actually negative 6, and when I hit graph, I had a minimum, and that minimum is also negative 6, negative 6. I'm going to box this in just to show you the importance of that number, okay? All right, go to your table. You don't have to write a table. You see how you have negative 6 right there? I'm going to move my paper over a little bit. I'm going to go up to negative 8, negative 4, like right there. Negative 7, negative 5.5. There's 4, 5 right here. Negative 6, negative 6. Okay? Oh, I went too far. My fault. I went way too far, didn't I? Let me get that up. And then you have negative 5, 5.5. Negative 4, negative 4. And so you kind of have your shape right there. Okay? Go ahead and plot your parabola. 2 roots. See that? It doesn't stop there. It continues on. And there you have number 2. All right. Let's go to number 3. Okay? I'm going to do this one in red. Vertex, axis of symmetry, y-intercept. I'm going to go ahead and write my y-intercept, 0, negative 35. Okay. D will have your minimum and your maximum, and E will be your number of roots. There we go. All right. So, let's do black. Axis of symmetry. X equals negative 12, negative 12, over 2 times negative 1. All right, make sure I type this in correctly. Second, quit. Get you out of that. Let me clear. A negative becomes a positive. So I'm going to put 12 divided by 2 times negative 1. Comes out to be negative 6. Okay, so your vertex is negative 6. Go to your table. Let's type that negative x squared, minus 12x minus 35. Hit graph. Okay. Crossing at 2 places. Here's my roots. Has a maximum. Let's go find your vertex. Negative 6. 1. So negative 6 and 1. So right here is also negative 6 and 1. Okay? All right. Now let's go ahead and plot these points. Let me do it in red. Sounds good? So I'm going to go negative 6, 1 right there. So negative 6, positive 1. I'm going to go up to negative 8, negative 3, negative 7, 0, negative 5, 0, and negative 4, negative 3. There you go. And so you have your shape. Draw your parabola. A is negative, going down like you thought it would. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and do number 4. Here we go. I'm going to put V for vertex, B for axis of symmetry, C is your y-intercept, D is your minimum and maximum, and E is your number of roots. All right, here we go. Axis of symmetry, y-intercept, let's do that first. 0, -1. If you want to plot it, it'll be right there, okay? All right, here we go. X equals -2 over 2 times -1. Okay. So second quit, here we go. -2 divided by 2 times -1. Comes out to be X is equal to 1. All righty. Y equal, type in your equation, -x squared plus 2x minus 1. Ooh, I have a lot of other stuff in there. Let me try again. -x squared plus 2x minus 1. I should have cleared it. Graph, it's hitting 1, so there's only one root. It has a maximum. We'll figure out what that is. Let's go to your table and look for where x is 1. Right there. So your vertex is 1, 0, which is also your maximum. Okay? So we got that. All right. Let's go ahead and graph. So our first point is 1, 0. So we're going to go 1, 0, 2 up, -1, -4, 0, -1, 2, -1, 3, and there's your shape of a parabola. There you have your first page. All right. Okay, let's go to page 2. Now, you are supposed to write this in standard form. The form looks like this. X minus h squared plus y minus k squared is equal to r squared. Okay? Here's your center, hk. There's your radius r. So the formula is x minus -1 squared plus y minus 4 squared is equal to 12 squared. All right, so now we can simplify it. So x plus 1 squared plus y minus 4 squared is equal to 144. Okay? Number 6, there's your h, there's your k. So x minus -9 squared plus y minus 3 squared is equal to 2 square root of 7 squared. So this comes out to be x plus 9 squared plus y minus 3 squared is equal to, all right, so, oh, sorry. So let me show you how to type this in. Get out of that. So parentheses, 2 square root of 7, right-click out of it, okay, square. And there you have, that is not correct, by the way. Let's do this again. Parentheses, 2 square root of 7, right-click, in parentheses, square. Make sure you type that correctly. See it? That comes out to be 28. Notice your parentheses needs to be outside, all of that. Okay. All righty. Number 7. Here we go. X minus 25 divided by 2 squared plus y minus 15 divided by 2 squared is equal to 5 squared. And what is 5 squared? 5 squared is 25. You have number 7. Okay. Let's look at number 8. X minus 3 squared plus y minus 5 squared equals the square root of 23 squared. Alrighty. So, x minus 3 squared plus y minus 5 squared equals square root of 23 squared. Comes out to be 23. There we go. All right, I'm going to change number 9, 10, and 12 because we did not cover that in class. I want you to mark that off, and I just want you to find me the center and the radius. Okay, so go find the center and the radius. Please tell me which one is which. So number 9, here's your h, here's your k, here's your r squared. So your center is -9, -10, and your radius, r squared, is equal to 1. So you take a square root, so r is equal to 1. There's your radius. okay? Number 10, center, opposite of -6 is positive, opposite of -12 is positive. R squared is equal to 9, take a square root, so R is equal to 3, just like that, okay? Center is -1, -8. R is square root of 64, so R is equal to 8. All righty. Number 12, center is -9, positive 3. Radius is square root of 81, so R is equal to 9, just like that. All righty. Okay, let's go to number 13. Actually, this part, my bell's about to ring. I will do this part in the next video, okay?